is in this box? Yo, what's up guys? Welcome back. Today we got a box. Let's find out what's in it. It's been something I've been waiting for a long time, and it's gonna be key to this next project. Now, some of you might have seen on my Instagram some sneak peeks of the Corvette wheels, and some people probably don't know where I'm going with it, but this is a big key part to those Corvette wheels. So 2-inch thick adapter spacers. Now, normally I don't like running things that are this wide, but the Corvette wheels are such a high offset, I need them just to clear the strut. So got these thick boys. They're gonna go on today. We're gonna see how the Corvette wheels fit. I'm hoping that they stick out a little bit further than the Pontiac wheels do. So let's go find out if these fit. Alright, so I wanted to show you guys, this is why I had to order these huge adapters. If you can, you can't really see in there, but basically right up here where the back of the wheel is, it's touching the strut, and the face of the wheel isn't touching the hub, so it's like, it's as far in as it can go, but it's hitting the strut, so not gonna work. So I needed to space this out more to get it away from the strut, and it'll still be able to mount flush to the rotor, so that's why we got the huge ones. But as you can kind of see how much further sunken in it is with these, so I'm hoping these 2-inch ones push it out even more. So there's just a comparison. There's the old ones compared to the new ones. So they should fit. Just make sure I got the right bolt pattern. Yeah, there we go. Alright, now I gotta crack these loose because whoever put them on at the factory put them on at like 100 foot-pounds. So more stuff. Okay, we have a development. Oh shit. Okay, so the tire place I went to get these tires mounted up, I told him I wanted a static balance where there's no weights on the outside of the wheel, and they're supposed to put sticky sticky weights on the inside, but as you can see, the wheel spins free to right there and to right there. They put a hammer on weight on the other side, and it's hitting the strut. So I'm still going to set the car on the ground just to kind of see what it looks like, but I'm going to have to take that back and get it rebalanced. So, God. Alright, we got the wheels mounted up. First thing to note, the original spacers I bought were not enough, so 2-inch spacers on Corvette wheels do pretty much nothing, and it was still sunk way in there. So I had to do something I'm not super proud of, and I totally don't recommend doing it, but I have the stock spacer on here that I've been using, which is 1.5 inches, I think. And then on that, I added another 1.5 inches, 5x120 to 5x120. So there's 3-inch total with 2 spacers. Don't do it. But it looks awesome. It's exactly where I wanted it. So we're going to go ahead and push forward with this project. The Corvette wheels were only the first part of the thing. The reason I went with the Corvette wheels is because they're like such a low offset, flat-faced wheel. And I kind of wanted that because I knew I was going to be adding... Yes, that is a hubcap, but we're not going to be using it as a hubcap. I've always wanted Aerodiscs, but they're so expensive, I just can't swing it. So, I figured, I have this old Volvo 15-inch hubcap. I drilled a small hole right there to go over the valve stem, and then it seats flat right up against the wheel. We've got our Aerodisc look, we've got kind of a weird industrial look at the same time. So now we're going to go through and I'll show you guys how I'm planning on mounting this. I gotta run to the store and get some calipers so that I can mark exact size circle, like from the center to here, and make an exact circle around, so that I know that these bolts are going to be exactly centered. Once I've measured where those are going to go, we'll transfer it over to the wheel and we'll get that done. But for now, I don't know what to do next. Do we go to the store or do we go pull the wheels off and start painting them? Find out next. Alright, so I think the best way I've found of doing this is I'm going to use one of the spacers so that I know where the lug nuts are going to be on the wheel in relation to this, and that way I can put the screws that are going to hold it on in between the lug nuts, so when I drill it gives it the best possible chance of not causing any structural harm. So what we're going to do is I've got the first lug nut lined up with the valve stem, which I verified on the wheel, so this one's going to be right in between the first two, so I line that up with this. Now we're just going to mark our distances with a straight edge and make a mark. So if we go right in the middle of those two lug nuts, that's a perfectly straight line. And then we've got our scribe mark, so I can put a dot right there. So we got the wheel over here. As you can see, I marked out already where these go. So again, we're going to line up that with that, and I just spaced it all the way around because it is a little sloppy in there. I spaced it with some pennies, and that was the exact amount of spacing I needed, so it centered it up nicely. Now on the wheel, we've got where we're going to drill. Alright guys, it's getting hot out here. So we got the wheel done. Everything's tapped, everything's looking good. So now we're going to do just a quick test fit. So there's that. We'll grab a couple of these guys. Guys, it's hot. This humidity in South Carolina is no joke. I keep dripping over what I'm trying to paint. Anyway, speaking of which, I went ahead and got the other wheel off the car. So we're prepping that to drill and tap. And I started with masking the other wheel and getting it in primer. So we got a base coat of that on here, and my thought was, because you can see through these spokes when it's on the wheel, I think a bright neon color would look really good behind it. So we're gonna do some fluorescent green on the face, and I'm gonna do the lip in a semi-gloss black. Okay, we got the wheels finished up, we got the Aerodiscs on. That's pretty much all there was to it. Again, would I recommend doing this? It's up to you. Honestly, I don't see any problem with drilling into these particular wheels. Again, they were cheap, and I made sure there was plenty of material there left to actually drill into without compromising the integrity of the wheels. Should be fine. Would I run double stack spacers like I am? Probably not. So, as much as I love this project and as much as I love how it came out, I'm actually probably going to be changing it to some different wheels that are a lower offset, so I only have to run one certain size spacer. That being said, I'll probably try to transfer these over to the other set of wheels, which are actually older Corvette wheels. So, same idea, just smaller diameter but better offset to fit this car. But yeah, thanks for hanging in there and watching this video. If you did go on to like it, throw me a like, I would appreciate it. Yeah, enjoy. See you guys on the next one.